Okay, hi guys, let's try it one more time. 11 o'clock. It is 11 o'clock, 1 hour before noon in my time zone. Welcome to episode 11 of A Moment with Miss Dudley. I am Miss Dudley. And of course, I'm out here trying to keep on that better habit train. On day one, which I filmed and posted the other day. I'm not sure if it was a week ago, frankly, guys. I'm sorry, I just forgot. I couldn't remember. Again, can't remember if it was a week ago, whatever. I was too low emotionally to record this, and it probably wasn't the best time, but I feel like today is a better time to talk about my progress. And a lot of times when you talk about when you're on a path of progress, sometimes it's prudent and it's good and even good strategy to talk about what sent you there. I have gone through several things. Several chain of events, and whatever veterans go through, and it could be from things that occurred during active duty, which I certainly have those. I was being racially discriminated against, and the leadership that I had denied it, and caused me to have these horrible bouts with depression and flashbacks, things like that. In recent years, the loss of my father, after having been his caregiver, again, tracking the things that sent you down the downward spiral, I feel like is a good practice to have at least done once. And maybe I can't use the word practice, because when you quote unquote practice, it's something you do on a more routine, trackable basis. But in recent years, having become a homeless veteran several times from 2010 up until probably about 2 years ago, on and off, different circumstances, very quick shift in change in jobs, change in regions, finding out that the so-called friends that I had didn't deserve my character as a friend, my presence in their lives as a friend, but they did it in such horrible ways. Jeez. Being a minister, of course, the loss of my emotional support animals. My mother was almost killed. I think I mentioned my brother being murdered already. If I hadn't, then that's an issue too. And that was as recent as several months ago. Not many months at all. This year. The loss of several other family members. So I think when you're trying to progress, sometimes you have to look back to where you were. And so having to even name those things, and even miscarriages before then, and the pressure from family members. Oh, why don't you have any kids? Really? Did you support me when I lost my kids? Oh, okay. Did you even ask about how I was doing so that I could share with you? That's why it's very important when you're going through depression to talk to people, but sometimes it's hard to find someone. Whoever will listen. Of course, you have to try to reach out to the facilities that are open to you, the VA, your doctors, whatever. But I think, again, in order to progress, or to begin tracking progress, you have to assess where you were and what sent you there. I don't consume alcohol, I don't smoke, so I don't have the desire to introduce things into my body that will cause me more harm. I think when you struggle with depression, that when you introduce those chemicals into your body, along with the imbalances that you have from the overproduction of, like the stress hormone, and etc., it just worsens your situation. So I never did drink. It just wasn't a thing for me. I think that because also I'm usually, typically, part of my personality, I'm a happy person. I'm a cheerful, happy person. And, excuse me guys, I'm burping. When you're, again, introducing things that automatically shift your normal body habits, it just screws everything up in there. And it manifests, I think, in every part of your body, probably. Some people who are like alcoholics, for instance, they consume so much that it literally begins to come out of their pores. And this is no knock to anybody. This is no knock. This is no knock to anyone who struggles with alcoholism. It's a disease, it's a condition that, it's certainly worth the battle to try to get out. And I pray that you guys, whatever you struggle with, that you conquer it, and you maintain a positive position over it. But with alcoholics, they can consume so much that it literally will begin to come out of their pores. Now, I believe that's the body's attempt to rid it of it, because sweat is a form of the body's expression of waste, expelling waste. But not to digress too much. To again know where you were, to know the things that sent you there. And I don't introduce alcohol in my body. I don't smoke either. I'm going up a hill for the umpteenth time today because I've been out here for a little while now. Oh, jeez. So progress. It takes 21 days to develop. I've heard and read that it takes 21 days to develop a good or new habit. Presumably, it's a good, life-changing pattern of improvement. And the idea is to put it into practice long enough to where it becomes second nature to you, to where it becomes a habit that you don't really have to really think about putting into practice. It just happens. And, you get up as if your body's on autopilot. And you get up and you're running. You get up and you go to the gym and you're lifting weights, and you get up and you start your smoothie, or you start juicing, or whatever the good habit is that you've put into practice. It takes 21 days for your body to get up and want to do it, and begin to do it even as if it were second nature. And really, to get it to become nature, that is. Like, it's natural, it's a habit, this is what I do, this is my thing. I used to run 3 miles a day, but I don't do it anymore. I wish I could. And maybe I'll get back to that. I am older now. We'll find out if my body can take it. But this is where I am in progress. This is day 2 for me. I did skip other days since my first video. I don't know. Hopefully I'll be able to get, into the habit of like getting up and doing it. But this is day 2 and this is where I am. So yeah. One of my neighbors is out cutting his grass. Another one of my neighbors is out cutting his grass. This is a nice smell to me. I love the smell of freshly cut grass. I associate that with childhood, and it's a real peaceable smell, and it's like when the grass is cut, it just emits this wonderful, clean, green smell, and you can almost taste it. And if you ever, and speaking of juicing a bit earlier, if you've ever had wheatgrass shots, that's what it tastes like. It tastes like freshly cut grass smells. And it's like a really clean, delicious smell and taste. Slightly sweet, naturally sweet, but not countered by a tangy. At any rate, I'm assessing where I am, and this is just me trying to progress. And maybe that's today's lesson, huh? In order to go forward, sometimes you have to not only know where you are, but you have to assess where you've been and the things that brought you to that point. And you know it's worth it. Sometimes looking back on those chain of events are painful, but it's worth it. Hopefully I put everything here that I wanted to. Sorry, like cobwebs or something. One of my neighbors driving through. So that's the lesson. Assess where you are and where you've been to help you track better where you want to go, because again, you assess where you want to go better, because you can, by marking those past moments or those past destinations, if you will, mark them as, do not enter, don't want to go back. And what do I need to do to not go back? Now, those chain of events where I lost family members and I can't go back to and fix, because, they're resting now. But the poor relationships where I gave, friends too much room, too much grace, and the word grace is not even one of those words that you can mark by too much, because God gives us grace. He knows when our hearts will turn. But with people, sometimes you don't know when their hearts will turn towards you, and whether and when they'll do right by you. Let's just go on over this side. You don't know. You just don't know. So I'll look for better, not be as trusting, maybe. Not that it was in a naive way. You just want to give people what you would want. And of course, follow the peace of God, or the lack thereof, when I'm making a life decision, and so that I can decide quickly and not waste any time or emotional energy. That's where I don't want to go back to. That's where I want to be for the next time I get to this place. If I should have to get to this place, I don't have to find myself there struggling with it for a long time, where I did last time. So that when they occur, if I just happen to be, battling about with depression, I won't stay there long, and it won't send me to some place where I'm almost stuck and have to fight my way out as if I was stuck in mire and muck and quicksand emotionally. So yeah, guys, that's today's message. I'm going to be cutting this one short, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you do, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button so you'll know when new videos will come out. Please comment, give me tips on how I can better my videos, and hopefully you enjoyed today's moment. Don't forget, guys, your life can change in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye. So look out for and take full advantage of those moments, okay? God bless you guys. Take care and see you next time. Bye.